I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. Today I'd like to talk about the fabulous Louis Vuitton catalogues. And it's with much sadness that some of these catalogues here that you see, these are from the early 80s up until 2010. And these catalogues now unfortunately have been killed off in favour of having an online catalogue. And I think it's a great shame because these reference books, these catalogues, are fantastic for collectors because you can look back, see how the styles change, and it gives you a reference to compare pieces in authenticating the different bags from, from previous models and things like that. So it's really quite sad that Louis Vuitton is moving away from having the catalogue. The catalogue has been killed. But these catalogues here, having a look at them, these are over a variety of years, and it's wonderful to sit down and have a look, flick through them and see what pieces were available in the 80s, the 90s, the noughties. And it's just so sad that these catalogues have actually been replaced by the online catalogue, and I don't know what to say. It's very, very sad. And here's a look at some really nice Louis Vuitton catalogues. So we'll start at some of the older catalogues, and here is a fairly old one. This catalogue, if you want to check the date, if you look on the last page there, they'll give you a copyright date. So this one here is actually from 1987. So this is a 1987 catalogue, Le Catalogue, and you can certainly see some wonderful pieces from over 20 years ago, nearly 25 years ago. So it's a great way to learn about different pieces. And they still had the mainstay pieces like the hard case luggage. That certainly has remained the same. And where this book is special is that in 1987, that's when Louis Vuitton released the Le Challenge series, which was a very, very special series dedicated to the America's Cup. It's sort of the first America's Cup type of product release. And Archie's actually got this very rare suitcase. He's got one of these rare Le Challenge suitcases, and it's a great catalogue to have and see different products. And this is before Tiger was out, and certainly a lot of older styles here, which they may still be in the LV range, but the fashions have changed, and it's a great reference source to have. Very, very good reference source to have. So that's a great catalogue. Another great catalogue is this one here. Unfortunately, some of my older catalogues aren't in the greatest condition. And we just look at the date. This is from 1992. And just have a look here. It's got some really magnificent pieces. This is before Tiger. It's actually called the green cross-grain leather, which became Tiger. So it's quite interesting to see this here. So we've got some wonderful pieces here. And just having a look in this book here, there's some really great pieces. And there's quite a few styles here which are no longer available. Here's the jewel epi colours there. So this is just a great catalogue to look at and to see the different product ranges. Again, the hard case items themselves, they certainly do feature here, and they've remained quite consistent. So hard case luggage certainly has remained the same. And some of my other catalogues here, this is a what year is this here? This is just have a look. This here is a catalogue from 97, and again, it's got all the beautiful products in it. And that's when the Tiger came out in burgundy and the green, which is a lovely colour, and you can see some of the beautiful products. And I particularly love the President and the Diplomat. That's two pieces that I've got in the Tiger. Again, some wonderful pieces, and many models now which are no longer produced. So that's quite a fascinating catalogue. This one here was a catalogue, I think this is early 2000s. Yep, 1999. And you can see some wonderful styles that are in this catalogue here. And wonderful pieces here. Here's the Ellipse series. And some of these models here have been scaled back. The line has been shrunken, but it's always great to have a look at these older catalogues. Just wonderful. And here's a more modern catalogue. Again, this one here is from 2007, so it's 5 years ago. And you can certainly see a progression how the products have evolved over time. So this is always a very, very handy thing to have these catalogues as a reference tool to look back and see how a model evolves. And again, this piece here, the Viva City GM, which my wife has, it's no longer made. So this catalogue is great for looking at pieces which are no longer in production. And just wonderful things to have. I've managed to get a few catalogues in doubles, and that's because I see these being quite collectible as time goes by. This is the 2008 catalogue, and it's a really great catalogue to have. So I'm trying to keep these. Unfortunately, they've stopped producing. I believe 2010 was the last catalogue, but if anyone knows different, let me know. This is the last catalogue, and the last catalogue itself. So this is 2010, and it's got an advertisement about the online store. So yep, that's the internet. Thank the internet for that. But it's still, you know, these catalogues here, they're still out there, and you can buy them. I think they're going to become very collectible, particularly if they've stopped producing them. And that's always the way it goes there. So these catalogues themselves they're a great source of information and knowledge. So I think anyone who's got them, hang on to them, try to look after them, and they're going to be worth a little bit as time goes by to the collector. I'm Archie Luxury. I hope you've enjoyed this look at some of my catalogues. And if you've got any spare that you'd like to donate to me, I'll gladly accept any donated catalogues. And my address details are in the description of this video. Thanks very much.